Alrighty, I'm finally getting started on the WCOOP main event. This is gonna be a crazy, stupid, long video, or a few chopped up ones. I think crazy long video. We're just gonna do this one take. It's gonna take forever. I don't know how we're gonna get there. All we know is there's 1.5 million for first place, a full mil for second, three quarters of $1,000,000 for third. There's at least 2,000 players who played this tournament. We're down to the final 9. Crazy Lizzie's got pocket jacks. And I think I gotta get started with some sort of prediction right away. You know what we're gonna see? Random Chew has that huge stack. Oh, we're gonna see an all-in. That's a very small 3-bet here from Nick Gaddazi. Oh my lord, I'm gonna have to learn how to say that name. All in from Crazy Lizzie. Only about 10 million more for Nick Gaddazi. Whoa, okay, we still haven't found a way to say it yet. Still, they fold to the 4-bet all in. Okay, so prediction. Crystal Ball says Linus Love is gonna find a way to steal some chips. We're going to see a crazy 3-handed battle between Random Chew, Pass, Linus Love. I think we're going to get there pretty quick. I thought we were going to have like a few hundred big blind stacks. Everybody would be around 50, but no. We've got some shorties, and I think they're going to bust quickly. And we're just going to see a bunch of great folding. We're going to see some of the best folds we've ever seen before. For 3 hours. 3 hours of folding. No, sorry, the whole video might be 3 hours. So we're gonna have about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of folding in a 3-handed battle. And it's always hard to pick against Linus. Alright, that's the crazy prediction. Nekagadazi. Flop and bottom pair here. Flush draw for Marco. Marco, 40 bigs. Ace high board. I don't know if we want to do check raising. Would be nice just to take the pot down now, but Nekagadazi will hold up with the pair of 10s. Marco blocks ace 4. We'll just check it. Aces for Linus. Doesn't look like too much is going on. Maybe Rebel Fish gets crazy. Hard to imagine you're going to start trying to apply some pressure on Linus. It is an interesting situation when you just so happen to find yourself with a couple of crazy players. Random Chew, Pass, Linus on your final table. I think Nekagadazi also is a good player. I just don't know them. So who knows about, say, Rebel Fish, Marco, Playboy, Juicy J. Oh yeah, Crazy Lizzie. How did I forget about Crazy Lizzie? I've seen plenty from them. Limp Pot from the Queens. Is that really what we saw? No, that was a min raise. Wasn't it? Min raise. Sorry. Shan't do no more backing up. We got way too long of a final table to do any backing up. Ace and a 10. Betting half pot. Blocking some straight draws. Linus with queen, queen comes along. Board pairs on the turn. All in all, though, the 5 is a pretty big brick. Same with the 6. Queens are feeling comfy. They like the check back on the turn. Linus thinking, do I go for value? Linus does find a very small value bet here. Ace 10 just lets it go. See, we're off to the good fold. Ace 10 just says, look, I don't have the best of it here. Nice fold. It's not going to be the best fold we're going to see, but we're starting things off strong. Nekagadazi. Getting a pot there with the suited queen. Raise under the gun. We'll just take it. Linus with pocket sevens in the small blind has some options. We're playing pretty deep. We'll start off with a limp. 2 unders to the 7. Nekagadazi just checks. Jack 10 4 flop. 3 to a straight for the 6-5. Ooh, turning a set and that's so difficult. Nekagadazi. There's too many Z's when I'm saying it. Anyways, you know who I'm talking about. Nekgade. Nekgade, there we go. Nekgade calls the small bet on the turn. Linus with the set, sizing up a bet. Already a check on the brick river. I mean, king queen gets there. Heart draw misses. Could be some 2 pairs out there. We do see 6 high fold. Another great fold there. Playboy with pocket jacks, opening it up. Ribble fish in the big blind will lay down 9-8. Move along and get queen 8 suited, but probably not going on the flop here. Pass opening up queen jack suited. Bam, 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 bam. Crazy Lissy with the ace 3 suited. We'll just lay it down. Could play the 3 bet, could play the jam. I mean, a jam is a 3 bet, but I mean the small 3 bet. Nonetheless, moving along. Blind on blind. This is the stuff we came to see. Random chew 4x from the small. Pass with an ace. Plays the small raise. Random chew does just find the fold after using the big size. Alright, that's how random chew's gonna go about this. Makes a lot of sense. Passes the second place position, or was in third. But they're feeling the heat from the ICM. It is 100k if you bust next. That's a lot of money. 20 buy-ins to the 5k. Although, if you survive just 3 players, you're making $176,000. That's a good deal. And if Pass is in third, he's looking at making 100, maybe 600,000 if you can get all the way down to the 3-handed battle. Pass taking the ace 3. I'm still thinking about it, and it's pretty absurd. Just as Random Chew, I know you're going to be putting the pressure on here way too wide. As we see Rebel Fish wake up with kings, and Random Chew's got a suited ace. 3 bet, very small. I like it. Rebel Fish with pocket kings can play it either way. Whew, in this spot, you're one of the shorties, so you don't have to worry too much about going all in. Will just be a nice pot going Rebel Fish's way. Another nice fold by Random Chew. Keeping the aggression up, still has the huge 140 big blind stack. Juicy J, ace and a jack. It's suited. Top pair for Random Chew though. Backdoor nut flush and the backdoor straight draw for Juicy J. Very small bet on the flop. Come along, 10 on the turn. Bringing in the Broadway draw. Check, check on the turn. Very sneaky by Random Chew. That's some cool stuff to see. Checking back top pair on the turn. Fairly wet board. Plenty of draws out there. And he'll get the bluff from Juicy J. Nicely done, Random Chew. Dang, I didn't think we were going to get to see crazy checks. I didn't think the checks were going to steal the show. Random Chew says, yeah, I'll show you a thing or two. Watch me just check back the turn. Pass with the suited queen. We'll pass on it. No surprise there. Marco looking at a few short stacks behind them. Then sees Linus in the big, will fold 6-5 suited. Linus has 9 deuce. Oh, pretty easy fold. If I'm being honest, I want to see Crazy Lizzie get some chips here. Unfortunately, finding themselves with 17 bigs. They got a long battle, long road to go for themselves. Top pair for Nekka Gaddazi. Linus checks over the ace high. And a quick fold. Nicely done, Linus. Starting things off with good folds. I like to see it. We'll get some chips later. Let's see some clubs. Rebel Fish with Queen 7 suited. Who knows if this is a defend. Nekka Gaddazi is going to be doing this quite frequently, I bet. Uses the 3x size. I suppose because they're not quite as deep as random chew and pass, they use it a little bit smaller. Club on the turn, let's see it. Big bet on the flop, 2 pair for Rebel Fish. Don't do it, Neck. Nicely done, checking it over. We're seeing some good checks here. Lots of great checks in the 5K main event. Check it. Let's see another great check. Not surprised to see the bet though. Plenty of draws out there can get paid by, or can pay the 2 pair. Ace 4 hits the muck though. We move along. Random chew gets a walk. It's way too excited for that. What's going on here? Nekka Gaddazi. 5 and a 7 that's suited. He still will open it up into the big stacks. I like to see it and gets it through. Alrighty. So the battle has started. I thought we were going to see quick bust outs. It was a very, very poor call. Doesn't quite make sense. I just thought we were going to see some coolers to get things going. I don't know why I would make such a strange call in such a long video. But here we are. Pocket 7's even folding from Rebel Fish. Interesting. That seems rebellious. Into the big stacks again though, who have position on you. So it makes Pocket 7's a little bit more difficult to play post flop had they gone there. So that's a note we can take. Rebel Fish says, hey, I see Crazy Lizzie on that 16 bigs. Juicy J and Playboy around 20. Rebel on 45 can just hang out for a little while. 4 flush board, top pair for random chew. Just do something crazy, Nekka Gaddazi. Nope. Why not? Do something crazy. Deuce on the river. Do something crazy. Nope, this will be the final table of checks. The checking and folding will be taking precedent here. 9 and a 4, surely we're folding. Ace and a deuce. Big stack raising into our big blind. Do it, Crazy. This is your pot. Show 'em who's boss. Here we go. Let's get fired up, Crazy. There it is. Oh, it's small 3-bet. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Leaving yourself with 10 bigs. Putting 5 in there. No need to go all in. Fold to the 4-bet all in. Oh, nicely done, Lizzie. Linus with an ace. Flopping top pair. Pass in position. Sees ace high board. We'll take a small stab. Linus with a crappy kicker. Ooh, turning 2 pair though. Looks like a brick. Pass could fire. I don't know if this is the fire. Maybe you check. We'll see. Oh, overbet. Holy shit, here we go. Here we go. Linus with 2 pair. Make the call. No, are you for real? No! No! This is horrific. Jack on the river. Pass is going all in. Can Linus find the fold? This is the final table of folds. How do you fold 2 pair? Okay, ace jack gets there. You lose to ace 10. Oh, it's not all in. Oh, how do you fold here? King queen gets there. Queen jack could turn their hand into a bluff. King jack could turn the hand into a bluff. What else on the turn? Maybe some 8-7 of spades. 8-9 of spades. Oh no, Linus with the 2 pair. He's doing the math much quicker than I and more effectively, but unfortunately still makes the call. Damn it! This is the final table of folding, not coolers. How did that happen? Jack on the river, are you serious? Damn. Nice pot going past his way. Now Linus, the real shorty, flopping a flush, okay. Or flush draw. Of course there's a jack on the river. This is ridiculous. Pair of 4 is still good here. Linus starting with a stab on the turn. 4-10 is a weird call down hand. Like, are we gonna do it? Ace on the river. Limp pot, you might think. Well, hey, what do you think? Do you think Linus is trapping his ace-x, or do you think he's just gonna play them aggressively from the small blind with the short stack? Linus puts in another tiny bet. Looks like value. Does it smell like shit, though? Pair of 4s is in a pickle. So cheap. 1.5 into about 9, and he finds the fold. Alrighty there, Linus. Getting a few back. Getting out of the basement. Only barely, though. 1 big blind ahead of Playboy and 3 ahead of Crazy Lizzie. I'm still very cheesed about that jack on the river. But Linus is going to battle. We did see a big old cooler, so... And thankfully Linus didn't bust. He still got life. I'm going to keep saying it. Just going to whine in some aces for Linus. Aces versus kings. Nika Gaddafi will start to bleed some chips now. I shouldn't anti-root people. You know, you can root for people, but you don't get to anti-root people. Pass with an ace. Let's find a fold, bud. Bottom pair, top kicker for fish. We'll check it back. Shit! That's top pair for pass. I mean, Rebel Fish will get a few bigs here. Take some off the big stack. Don't you dare put a 6 on the river. Poker Stars, don't you dare do it. No ace either. 5 will do. Uh-oh. Passes blocking the straight. Does that make this a call down hand? 6-8 would probably fire on the turn. It's not a bad hand to be calling down with, you know? There is still some better ace-x that's gonna show up in Rebel Fish's hand. Who knows if ace-jack, ace-king, check on the flop. Pass still finds the fold. What a shame. A little bit going over to Rebel Fish. Just a little bit. Up to 51 bigs. Not too far away from Nika Gaddafi. Marco, ace and a king in the big blind. What do? Raise it up, all in. Kind of surprised to see the all in size. All in for about half of passes, chips. Gonna be very difficult to get a call there. Although to be fair, if you raised it small, pass might come along with a call. Ace king in position is super strong. Not going to be easy to play though against a player of Pass's caliber. Random chew out of position. Pre-flop razor, pre-flop aggressor, sorry. Sees the king high board. We'll check it over. Alrighty. The final table of checking and folding. It will eventually happen. We will see those crazy folds. Man, if Linus folded there, that would have been so sweet. Slow playing the 2 pair. Nice call on the turn by Linus. Shit, come on. It was set up perfectly for him. Anyways, we see an overbet on the river here from Random Chew, putting ace queen in the pickle. Oh, and ace queen finds the fold. Nicely done by Random Chew. Almost up to 140 bigs again. Linus with king queen. I don't know if he's going to get this through. Early position raise is strong, and Juicy J does fold the ace jack in the small. Ace jack off is not as strong as it looks. It feels weak always. It's certainly as strong as it feels. Unless we're super deep at the start of a tournament or something. Cash game, ace jack probably a lot better. Ace 9 for pass. Let's see Rebel Fish slow play the aces. This is the final table of calling. Uh-oh. How many bets are we at? That's number 4. Do it, pass. You got a suited ace. Let's see some action. Nope. Rebel Fish picking up about 10 big blinds. It's good news for them. Playboy, we're gonna jam. Nice. Get to hear from you. Bam, ba bam, bam, bam. Alrighty, Juicy J with a queen and a 10 that's suited. What you gonna do? Min raise? Linus with king queen is going in the tank here. Does find the fold eventually. And Juicy J with that tight image gets it through. The very playable queen 10. Queen 10 of spades is also very pretty. Crazy Lizzie, 13 bigs, ace and a jack. Ace and a jack could be strong enough here for an all-in. Puts in most of their chips. We'll see a bunch of folding, and Crazy Lizzie is going to stay alive a little longer. So if Linus isn't making the comeback, my second pick has got to be Crazy Lizzie. But look at Playboy here, King Jack suited. We're not afraid. 19 bigs, we'll get some respect. Pass does come along. Queen 7-3, super dry board. We'll see how much respect Playboy gets. Small bet, and the ace high does just fold very quickly. So loads of respect there. Pass isn't gonna play back too hard in that situation. Ooh, 3 of a kind for Random Chew. Not much doing for Marco. King high, no backdoors. Very small bet though. Very small bet. Gonna be impossible to. Ooh, Crazy Lizzie! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Crazy Lizzie with aces. What do we do? Linus with 10s. We're gonna need a suck out. Find the call somehow. Find the fold. Find the fold, Linus. Find the fold. You got pocket 10s though. Early position raise from somebody who's been quiet as all hell. Small 3-bet. Whoo! Let's go to flop. Ace, king, queen. All in and a quick call from the 10s. Oh shit. Shit. Linus is down to 3.5 bigs. Whoo! He's gonna need a lot of help there. Crazy Lizzie did get that stack that I was hoping for. Dang, not like that though. That's not how we wanted it. To be fair, everybody at the table is quite pleased to have Linus lose the chips to run poorly here. Dang, so the big pot with the ace 6, slow played 2 pair. Pass gets there on the river. And then tens versus aces. Linus looks to be done. Not out yet. I'll say it for the 15th time. Still life, chip in a chair. It's a pretty big spot too. And through all that nonsense, I wasn't even looking at this. Crazy Lizzie with top 2, Rebel Fish with top pair, top kicker, board pairs on the turn, giving Rebel Fish 2 pair as well. Gonna be very difficult to fold. 7 of diamonds on the river. Maybe you can how do you find a fold with ace queen? Again, it's just one of those spots like Linus had earlier. You've slow played your hand. Oh, check on the river. Check. Okay. That's one way for Rebel Fish to survive. Hang on to some more chips. Don't lose about 20. Scary river. That'll do. Thought Queen Jack might go for value on the river, but it was a scary enough card. 6-5 for random chew. I like it. Super aggressive. It was suited. Super playable. Heck yeah. Unfortunately for Linus here, they're going to lose one big blind. I don't think you're sticking in 10-3. Maybe blind on blind you are? Oh, shit. Find the fold, Linus. Find the fold. This is horrific. You should have 2 live cards here almost always. We're going to need a 3. Now, Linus. Oh, do we chop? Oh, I didn't even see it. The 7s paired the board with the king on the flop. We get a chop pot. Linus stays in there. Or sorry, the king on the turn. Whoo! On the paired board, 3 wouldn't have even helped Linus. Just had chop outs the ace or the king. We'll take the 10 jack here, and Rebel Fish might double him up. No 7 yet. No 4. There we go. Linus is back in there. Oh yeah, still alive. 7.5. 3.5 looks a whole lot smaller, and 7.5 looks a whole lot bigger now. That was a stupid motherfucking sentence. Whatever. Juicy A. Folding the 5 and the 9. I don't know why I got excited over that. 16 bigs. We cannot be doing anything crazy, and especially with somebody about to bust. Especially if Linus is about to bust. You gotta find the fold. Top pair for pass. Looks like there was a raise and a call pre. Another bomb from Chew. Jack on the turn. Random Chew checks it. Waving the white flag. Pass lays the rope though. 9-10 gets there. 9-10 wouldn't call the flop, I don't think. Just a check from the ace high. Hoping to beat king highs. Also probably giving up. Half pot size bet and a quick fold from the ace high. Nicely done, Random Chew. Put the pressure on. Give up when you face resistance. Pretty reasonable. Crazy Lizzie, ace 8 suited. 42 bigs, will stick it in. And we'll see a bunch of folding. Marco doesn't defend 9-7 there. Let's go. Pocket 10s for pass. Might face a raise from Random Chew. Just see a call for the 10s. Playboy with a 9-8 suited could have came along for a very good price. We'll just let it go. Ace King 6 board. 2 hearts. Check. Pass could go for a little value from heart draws. Some sort of Queen Jack, Jack 10 stuff. Blocking the Jack 10 and the heart draw. Plays check. Ace on the turn. Queen on the river. Pass blocking Jack 10. Would a king go for some value here? Probably so. Try to get called by a queen. Yeah, see, very small bet. Leaving the possibility for kings going for value in that range there. Instead of polarizing. and going for a big bet. Linus with king 10 from early position. This would get through and he will take the spot. Good stuff. Linus is not too concerned over those pay jumps. King 10, very mediocre hand. Pocket 7s for 8.5 bigs. That'll go into. And doesn't look like we'll see any calls. Ace 9 thinking it over? Nope. Not gonna play. Linus up to 10. Fold. Find the fold. Nicely done. Escaping danger. Marco with the king king. Don't jam 5-5. Don't do it. Thinking this over. Marco off 20. They do see 2 shoving stacks and a third in the small. So this raise won't be wide. Marco has played relatively tight and we do see them open kings. But of course, it's pocket kings. You're not going to fold. Nonetheless, Linus escapes danger with the pocket pair. They move along. Rebel fish don't defend, no 10-8 off. Playboy with ace jack O. We'll just lay it down for 15. Interesting stuff. We'll give Crazy Lizzie an opportunity to open 5s or Linus the chance to jam jack 9. We'll see the open from the pocket pair. Boo, 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 boo. Random choose super deep will defend 10, 9, 8 off. 10 was on the flop. Over pair to the 2 and 3 for Lizzie. Pretty good board. We'll just bet and take it. Pocket 9s for Rebel Fish. Don't think you're getting action here. Pass. We'll come along with 5-4. Flop in the straight draw. Just kidding. 9s are going to see something. Ace high board. It's less likely pass check raises, but would be cool to see still. Let's just put some pressure on pocket 9s. Oh, there it is. Ace high board, it don't matter. Repping the 2 pairs. 7-6 is super likely. Ace 7, ace 6. All possible. Rebel Fish folds the 9s. Nicely done by pass. Rebel Fish is trying to hang in there. Same with Nekadazi. But pass is doing the best. Random Chew has accumulated chips even though the blinds have gone up. So we still haven't lost no bodies. Pocket 8s for Marco on the button. Might play call, might play jam. Goes for the call. Crazy Lizzie, ace 3 suited. King high board. Interesting decision for Lizzie. We'll check it over. Marco checks. King of spades on the turn. Who knows what to do with 8s here? If you check 2, you check, I think. Could always bet for some protection. If you face a raise, you're in a pickle. You like to see the check though. Four on the river. And I think we're checking down. Crazy Lizzie. Fire. Do it. I just want to see it. What do 8s do? Try to get the pocket pairs to fold. There's 6s through 10s. Jacks you would have heard from. Crazy Lizzie does just find the check. 8s are good. To be fair, Crazy Lizzie isn't expecting to see a lot of flats there for Marco. So I do imagine you're seeing a lot of pocket pairs. Maybe even a better ace high, ace queen, not ace jack. Maybe ace jack, even though it could have raised at some point. Ace king suited for Linus. No action. Good chance to double up, but the blinds will do. Back at 10 bigs for Linus. I imagine. Gonna see a fold from the 4-7 after a jam from the king jack suited. Surely we rip. Wonder if he ever plays limp there. I wonder. Could get some worse king x to jam over you. Maybe that's way too sneaky of a play and it's just best to protect your hand right away. Fortunately, Juicy J is going to have to fold all these suited connected somethings. Pocket sixes in the small blind. Facing early position raise from the big stack will come along. Pair of fours for random chew. Backdoor flush draw. I see a bet coming in. Sixes are going to have to hang in there too. Small bet. Not surprised to see this at all. Oh, and we see the sixes just fold on the very dry board. Interesting stuff. I suppose, as always, is going to have a hard time on turn and river unimproved. Nekakadazi finds the fold with the better pair. I like this by Ribblefish. You're going to get some action. Giving random chew the chance to put the pressure on. Facing a raise. Could just call if they want to. Keep the worst king x in there. No, we'll just jam. Looking for the double up. To be fair with all the shorties, we got 3 super short stacks under 12. So the Ribblefish jam there is just super strong. Ace and a jack. Ribblefish raising. Won't get no action, I don't think. Marco does have a few more chips to play with, but has certainly just gone into chip preservation mode. Linus will take this spot with an ace and a jack. Have been using the non-all-in size, just putting in most of their chips, just in case something crazy happens. King jack suited could also go for a jam. 11 bigs almost has the chance to min raise. Still goes for the effective jam. We'll lay down the 3s. Might give Playboy a chance. Ace 10 off. You're most likely ahead of random chew, but you're gonna see a lot of high equity hands such as Queen Jack suited. Even if he's got some low suited connected stuff. I suppose he isn't calling that off for the remaining 8 bigs. Nonetheless, Playboy found the fold with the ace 10. Linus with ace 9 facing the big stack raise. I'd like to see a jam here. Queen 8 would fold. There it is. Yes, Linus up to 17. Woot woot! Out of the basement. There we go. Linus is back. Oh, that's dangerous for everybody. Ooh, 9-handed battle continues. It's been about a half hour. Holy shit. No bust outs. Short stacks keep getting shorter. Super slow tournament. We got plenty of time for random chew to continue to build on the lead. I wish I knew how many chips Pass had at the beginning. I think they were around 50 or 60 bigs to start things off. Nekikadazi also had the huge 60 to 70 big stack. Ribblefish has battled very well to even take the lead over Nekikadazi. Oh, and Crazy Lizzie 3-betting here with the ace-4 suited. Poor timing, but if we're being honest, Pass has been nice and aggressive. Right opponent you want to do this against, right situation, everything lines up for Crazy Lizzie. 3-bet won't get through though. Uh-oh, Juicy J, don't do it. Ah, shit. Ace-King suited for Ribblefish. We might see our first bust out here. Not too many spades dead. I don't know if there's any 4s dead either. Not worth backing up to see. Ace-King's in a weird spot where if you call, this looks super strong. Jamming, we'll just get it through. Ah, king on the flop. Juicy J is dead. Finally get our first knockout. So 8 players remain. Linus with a few chips, 16 bigs, will raise ace 8. Nekagadazi. Ace 9 off looks a little weaker. Yep, hits the muck. King 10 0 in the big. Playable hand. 2 shorties. Marco just folds though. Gonna be dominated there a lot. Or at least perceivably. 3-7 suited. Quite wide, but still playable for random true until you face the 3-bet. Not too much for passes aces. Could see the exact same action. Pass ace 4 suited. Does do the 3-bet again. Ace queen suited out of position. Might like a 4-bet. Just plays call. I wonder if you just want to use ace queen off as a bluff with your 4-bets. Just go to the flop versus the weaker ace x. Keep those in there. Ace on the turn. Pass might slow down with the weak ace x. Might also play small bet. Oh, 4 on the river. Diamonds do complete. 6-7 is a straight. Who knows if either player has that here though. Who's more likely, the 3-better or the caller? If I'm random true, I don't know if I'm calling a 3-bet with 6-7 suited. 2 pair goes for a nice healthy value bet on the river. A little bit under 2/3. Looks a little value heavy. I wonder if like queen 10, king queen would have fired on the turn or not. Random true with the queen of hearts. What does it say about your kicker? Nice fold anyways. The final table of nice folds. Nicely done, random true. 150 mil still. So a pretty big pot going past his way. He does surpass the 100 mil mark. You know what? That thing puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Like Linus with 22 mil, just a double up away from 45. And then just another double up. Oh no. Marco taking a spot where he's dominated. This looks super strong though. Ace Jack might just fold. We're gonna see. Go to a flop. Queen 4 deuce. The super small 3-bet random true says I'll just call. King on the turn. I wonder if this just checks down. Marco thinking about trying to steal the pot here. Very small bet. Ace of hearts, probably not the best card to have. Doesn't matter. 4 on the river, and I think we check down. Marco, bluff. Do it. Or is this the tournament of checking? Bluff, Marco. Bluff. Pull the trigger. What if ace jack called? We're chopping the pot. I didn't really see that, but that's fine. We'll play chop. Ace jack for playboy. Ripping it in. Rebel fish with an ace in the big. Thinking it over. It's a pretty small price. Does make the call. Pair the board. Nope. Just a double up for playboy. Fortunately, Rebel fish is hard work. Well, they lost a little bit of it. Random chew defending 8-10 off. Ace 6 deuce flop. Good board for Nekagadazi. He will just take it with a little bet. Uh-oh, playboy 14 bigs goes for the raise instead of all in. That's nice to see. Ace king suited in position. Could always call, I suppose. I suppose you could always call. Puts in the small 3-bet. And playboy quickly folds. Ace queen suited, 12 bigs. What do? All in. And a bunch of folds. What's going on here? Nekagadazi, let's go queen 10. Pass won't pass on jack 10, suited. We'll just play all in. Okay, I like that. I like to see it. Don't let those shorties play. King 10 can't call no re-raise. Or sorry, jack 10 can't call the re-raise. So it makes a lot of sense just to jam jack 10 suited. Set of 9s and the second nut flush for Nekagadazi. What the hell? Sorry, Crazy Lizzie has the set of 9s. Nekagadazi has the second nut flush. Do. That's a boat. That's a boat. Crazy Lizzie takes the lead. And I anti-rooted Nekagadazi and it came to fruition. This is not good news for Nekagadazi. I don't know if you can ever check back the river. So sneakily played Crazy Lizzie. If I got King 8 suited, I'm going for value here. 19 million. You can fold to the jam. If we're being honest. You can fold to the jam. Crazy Lizzie might not pull the trigger. Doesn't want to run into aces or 10s. So just plays call. Gave it a long think about jamming there. And even after I talked it out, it makes a lot of sense just to play call. You're going to win that pot so frequently. No need to screw yourself when you're going to lose. Ooh, Linus defending 4-6. Not the best timing. Faces the min raise. This is a re-raising hand here, 4-6. Oh, okay. He doesn't pull the trigger. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Random Chew did have top pair. Marco probably going to jam the old ace-king. Would be surprised to see a call. No jam, and Marco's up to 20 bigs. Still hanging in there. This certainly doesn't feel like it would go for another 2-3 hours. 2.5 hours, whatever it is. Like it kind of, if I were to reevaluate our situation after losing Juicy J, it's like Random Chew still has that big lead. Pass is established second place. It's not like Nekagadazi or Rebel Fish is going out quiet into the night, but they're unfortunately falling down with the shorties. Pocket King's going for a check raise on the flop. No, sorry, that was just facing a lead. My bad. My bad. Thought Crazy Lizzie was out of position. Somehow, look at where they are now. How did I possibly think Crazy Lizzie was out of position? Blind on blind. Random Chew with a pair of 3s. Pass with quite a few outs here. 4, 9, 8, 7. Runner clubs. But we'll see ace of hearts on the turn. Pass. Takes a stab. Pretty big one at that. And Random Chew folds the pocket pair. Pass is keeping that aggressive. The aggression up. Wow, that was difficult to say. Dang. So yeah, we got like, how many is that? 4 players under 20 bigs. Rebel Fish on 30. Then we got the 3 big stacks. Rebel Fish is going to try to find a way to get a few chips here. Pass might turn this into a raise. Nope. No action. I'm just hoping for too much there. Just like this here. Do it, Linus. Jam your King Jack. There we go. We're going to get a few chips. Yes. Random Chew will take that with Jack 8 suited. Wouldn't mind going to a flop, but we'll take the blinds as well. And I think in this spot, Random Chew wants to do a lot of raising and just taking the blinds. If you face any playback, it's very likely they have a monster. Pass, once folded to, will open up ace 8 off. Might even get a fold from Crazy Lizzie's suited ace. Rebel Fish in the big blind will also be in a weird pickle. Oh no. Pass is the one who flops the flush draw? That's ridiculous. Both players drawing to a 6. 6 of hearts gives past the straight flush though. Crazy Lizzie takes a stab here. Ace 8 is in a weird spot. It's at least calling. King on the turn. That's not a good card for anybody. Facing a check. Maybe Crazy Lizzie likes it a little bit more. Three of hearts on the river. I think pass likes the check on the turn. Thinks maybe you have a king now. Maybe he picked up a king. Crazy Lizzie thinking about pulling the trigger. Not today. The 8 of hearts will take the pot. Playboy with pocket kings. Goes for the small raise off 10 bigs. Linus folds 6s. Good stuff. Random Chew 7-4 suited. He even finds the fold there. Random Chew's playing a heck of a lot of cards. Won't play when he smells that cheese there. That was some real old cheese with the min raise off 9 bigs. Only gonna do that with aces and kings, I would imagine. 4 high for pass. Drawing to a 5. Just pass on it. 4 high makes the call. Surely thinking about pulling the trigger if checked to. Maybe even facing a small bet. I really want to see a raise here from pass. Oh shit. Maybe another time. This is the final table of folds. Jack 10 suited. Bumping it up. Marco with this ace and a 10 in the big. Calling is difficult. Play out of position. Marco does just jam. Uh-oh. Linus with a suited ace. Kinda looks like an all-in. Pass might come along with ace 10. Gonna need to see some spades. Not too many dead. Okay, pass folds the ace 10 and ace 9 hits the muck too. Nicely done by Linus. Getting 2 better hands to fold. Nicely done. Jacks for Rebelfish. They are getting some nice cards. Getting something to play with. Crazy Lizzie coming along with 7-9 suited. 3 to a straight, but not all that great. Should be a fold from the 9 high. Top set. We'll just take 1 extra big from Crazy Lizzie, who's got ace and a queen in the small blind. What are we gonna do? It is a weird spot, so we're gonna call, go to the flop. Linus comes along, flopping a straight flush draw. Oh crap. Random Chew might bet. Check. King on the turn. Shit. Crazy Lizzie still with the best of it. Find a raise, Linus. Find a raise. King is not a good card to start leading out, I don't think. Yeah. Just gonna need to hit. Random Chew might put in a raise here, blocking Queen Jack, Queen 10. Ah, dang, the draw doesn't come in. What started out so strong ended so poorly. Linus could try to rep a 5. Would be one hell of a bluff. It would work. Not this time. I'm hoping for too much. Random Chew doesn't take a stab either. Crazy Lizzie will take it with ace queen. At least we got to see some action. I mean checking. Ooh. Aces for Playboy. Does just do the jam this time. Up to 11 bigs. Not too many, but hanging in there. Slightly ahead of Linus. Crazy Lizzie. Let's go ace 3. Rebelfish folds ace 4 on the button. And a walk for a pass. Oh, and I see a cooler coming in. Nekakadazi off 16 with ace jack. Hopefully they find the min raise. There we go. Good start. Random Chew with pocket kings. With the 3-bet, I think we're going to see some folding from the pocket pairs. Pass. Yep, quickly folds 9-9. Marco with pocket 7s. Thinking about it here. Don't do it, buddy. Nice fold, nice fold. Nekikadazi. Oh, this is going to happen so often. Random 2 just wakes up with a monster. You're going to see a bunch of worse ace-x here even. Could have some suited jacks in there as well. Ace-jack. Oof. Oof. Nekikadazi does jam. Quick call from the kings. No ace. Nekikadazi is out of here. Dang it. What a shame. Oh no, and Linus has a suited ace. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. There's few monsters. Oof. Okay, Linus might be able to find a fold here. Random 2 with the ace king suited. Marco with queens. How much does the money mean to Linus? We see a call from random 2. Marco's gonna jam queen queen. Ace 3 suited. Who knows what you do here? Hopefully Linus finds the fold. Or finds a bunch of hearts. Fold. I think that's why you stick in most of your chips. Ooh, hearts come. Dang it! Should have called there. So Marco gets a full double up through the big stack. Dang, and now Rebel's raising up king 10 suited. Pass gets in there with ace 9 suited. So unfortunately Linus down to 3 bigs. Pretty dang good flop here for Rebel. Top pair. Good kicker with the flush draw. Leading out the flush on the turn. Pair of 9s will come along. Few straight draws and whatnot out there. You see a check on the river. Linus gets ace jack in the big blind. And thankfully pass opens up the ace 8. Crazy Lizzie might come along with deuces. Hopefully they find the fold. Could just be more chips going Linus's way if they call. Things are gonna get weird. Uh-oh, ace jack makes the call. King 9, 3 flop. Hopefully. Oh no, 8 on the turn. Are you serious? What do we do here with the ace jack? What do you do? Interesting, just call pre-flop by Linus. Can you find the fold if pass bets? Let's just see a check and a jack on the river. Does Linus... Oh, he calls jack on the river. No. Linus out in 7th. Getting 200k for their work. Not a bad deal. So we got one shorty left. Everybody else has done a pretty good job of fighting. Random Chew unfortunately lost a big flip, giving Marco a fighting chance. Now, 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 now. Marco 9-10 suited. Will you play it? Okay, still playing passive. Just gonna wait for the knockout, I guess. Down, 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 now, 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 now. 8 and a 7 for random true in the small blind. Coming along. Both players picking up a flush draw. Queen and a 4. Fires again. Putting 8 in a weird pickle. With the straight draw, with the flush draw. Comes along. 4 hearts on the river. Pass makes the better flush. And we'll eventually fire a value bet. 16 million to go. Pretty crappy run out for Random Chew in the blind on blind battle. Hopefully, he can find the fold here. Wouldn't be surprised to see a call. Fold. Find the fold. It's in you. Find the fold. He did find the fold. Very nice. Boot, boot. Moving along. 77 bigs. Passes almost caught up to him. Random Chew still just under 140 million chips. I think they were up to 170 at one point. Starting around 150. So yeah, if you're Random Chew, not much you can say about how the final table has gone so far, coming in with the monster stack. You've played like you wanted to. Been plenty of aggression. It was just a huge flip versus Marco. Because if you win that, you're over 200 million chips. 5 players left. Playboy's almost out of here. I mean, Linus was still alive at that point, I think. Yeah, because you made the Ace 3 fold where you would have made the hearts. Things could have gone better there for Linus. But it was the final table of folding, so once Linus stuck in their stack, or at least most of it, they saved themselves some behind just in case they saw a few all-ins. Random Chew with ace high and a straight draw to a 2. Crazy Lizzie with 3 to a straight. But it's a little disconnected, you know. With the backdoor flush draw 2 and an over. Bets half pot. Ace on the turn. Random Chew ain't going nowhere. Crazy Lizzie might fire again, try to get a 4 or 3 to fold. You can price out a flush draw. Or you could try to get some value from 5, 6, or those flush draws. You could check it if you want, Crazy. Do what you want. You got so many dang options. Bet's big, okay. Pricing out the draws. Put a jack in a weird spot. 4 and a 3 would hit the muck. At least you hope. Ace 5 comes along. 3 on the river. Stack the pot ratio around 1-1. A little bit less for Crazy Lizzie. Let's just see a bomb. No, check. Random Chew back up to near 170 million. Marco Velaz. Oh, that really butchered your name there. Marco Velazzo. Velo. Pair of jacks. Sneaky little check. Pass blocking the 7-8 straight, 7-3. Blind on blind. Could try to represent it. That's a full pot size bet. That's what you're repping. Repping a 5. Nice play by Marco to sneakily check back the turn. Top pair. Pretty big pot going their way, and they're up to 46 bigs, taking a big one off pass. Playboy is going to be in a weird spot. Facing a min raise. Could play stop and go. 6 on the flop. There it is. Ace 10 jack. Oh, jack will dead him. Yeah, and Playboy did nothing wrong either, you know. Did a good job laddering up. Unfortunately, that's not quite what you want to do. But sometimes that's all you're allowed to do. If you come in with a real short stack, your only objective can really be to ladder up. The only realistic objective. Of course, everybody wants to go on a heater. Somehow find a way to get the W, but I like how Playboy did the stop and go at the end there, even on the King Queen 6 board. If you make a pair, you just gotta take what equity you can have. 2 pair for Rebel Fish. Weird straight draw for Random Chew. Queen on the river. Oh, I want to see Random Chew bluff. 9-7. Checking it over. Oh, quick check from random shoe. Random shoe limping in the ace and the 10. Pass with 10-9 off. Will flop middle pair. Pretty bad deal for random chew. King on the turn. Pass goes for some value. Random chew with the ace high will come along, I think. Deuce on the river. At least it's not a 10. Oh wait, 10 would have give ace 10 the lead. Queen jack misses. 8-6 miss 8-7. Queen jack jack 10. There are bluffs out there. Ace high could be good. You limped in pre-flop, so it's like they're certainly out there. Yep, not surprised to see the ace high call. Nice pot for pass. Random chew thought about there for a second with the suited 10. Ooh, I like to see Marco come along now. Pretty bad board for the jack 9, but still it's like now that we got some chips, let's see a play. Haven't had the opportunity to see too much yet. Ace king suited, just gonna raise and get it through. Random chew, almost at 170 million again. Bam, 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 bam. Queen 4 raise. It's suited. 5-handed random chew just keeps the pressure up. King high board looks like a stab. There it is. And a quick fold from the ace high. Woot woot. Marco with 5s will raise it up. In the big random chew. Going to put in the 3-bet at some point. Sizing it up. Marco, 40 bigs, pocket 5s. Let's see a fold. Gonna be difficult to play post full up there. Wait for a better spot. Bam, 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 bam. The blind on blind battle continues between the two bigs. No, it doesn't. Jack deuce just folds. Marco lays down 8-4 in the big. Disciplined poker. Oh boy, crazy Lizzie. 20 bigs, ace-6 off in the big blind. Hopefully they can find a way to take this pot down. Plays call, ace high board. Pretty well locks it up for him already. Pass, puts in a big blind. That's one more going crazy Lizzie's way. Queen on the turn. Pass with the king high will slow down. Diamonds complete. Check from Crazy Lizzie and a quick check from the king high. This is kind of silly. Blind on blind, ace high suited. Limp. We see the raise. It could be an all-in. Quick raise from Rebel Fish. 3.5x. Hopefully this is the final table of folds. Final table of folding. We're gonna find a way to move along. Ace 5 suited. It's the perfect jamming hand. Oh, don't listen to the robots. Rebelfish has not done this frequently. Okay, we're going to flop. That's a lot of clubs. Kings have seen plenty of better boards out there. You still have the backup equity with the jack. Does this just get all in on the flop though? Check back from the kings. Pot control. Very nice. I'm wondering what like 10s and 9s do pre-flop. Do they just end up limp jamming? Crazy Lizzie. Does he have queens? Like, probably not. Seems like some suited connected stuff might come along to the flop instead of jamming. So maybe king queen suited, jack 10 suited. 5 on the river won't do the job. It won't do the job for Crazy Lizzie, but I like the way the kings have played. Could have got it all in on the flop. Played it more sneakily. Interesting sizing on the river. We'll just play all in. If you bet 20 million, I don't think you're gonna get called. Crazy Lizzie makes the pair 5s on the river and is thinking it over. Beats ace king, ace jack. Those would certainly play this the same way potentially. Ace jack of diamonds. Would it check back the flop? Probably. It's like, hey, I've got quite a bit of equity. I don't want to get check jammed on. So, you know, ace king of diamonds, same deal. You know, it makes some sense to think about making the call here. You probably don't want the old clubs. And that might have been the final ticker to just push Crazy Lizzie over to the fold. Nice fold hanging in there. Gonna move along with 16 bigs. They couldn't have done anything. They can't fold the turn there. After it goes check check on the flop. You got the nut flush draw. Both players with the heart draw here. This could be dirty. Pair of 4s is good for the time being. Queen on the river. 4s hold up. Out of position. Not easy to make a call on the river. Marco won't fire though. Crazy Lizzie with 4-4, 16 bigs. What do you do? What are you gonna do? Jam? Just lay it down. Okay. Maybe if you had a few less blinds, you could rip it. 4 on the flop. That's no good. Ace queen suited. We'll just take it with a bet there in position. Random chew. Up to 180 million chips. Might have to fight for a few more here. 10 hot. Oh, passes 10-9 suited. Makes a pair 10s. Unfortunate for Random Chew, who had him completely dominated. Just pre-flop though. Once the cards get dealt out, things change. Little value from the 10s. No value. Crazy Lizzie with a raise. Or limp. What are we gonna do here? Jam. Nice. Got it through. Ace and a king. I wonder... 5's probably not calling here. What if Crazy Lizzie... Okay, just the small 3-bet. Would be a big flip. Do it, pass. Do it. Double up, Crazy Lizzie. Now, wisely just moves along. I don't know where all these 3-bets are coming from, but we've seen some crazy shit over these past 2 hands. Pass with the cold 4-bet. That'll be the benefactor of Random Choose. Wide 3-bet. 6s and 20 bigs. Could be all in. There it is. Quick call. No help yet for the ace queen, and sixes hold. Nicely done for Crazy Lizzie. So I'm just thinking about the 9-5 suited 3-bet there from the big. Rebel Fish has been getting after it. Was an interesting spot to take the stand. So Crazy Lizzie with the double up to 80 million. Slight advantage over Rebel Fish and Marco. Pass with the pocket sevens. Could do it again. The old 3-bet from the big. We'll just call this time a king high board. Ace 9 for Rebel Fish. Goes for a little raise. Pass. Plays a defend. Jack on the turn, pairing the board. Not too surprised to see the lead out here. Very small. And the ace high folds. Random chew with an ace and a king. We'll raise and take it. Rebel Fish, king and a jack. Under the gun. Raising it up. Crazy Lizzie with king 9 suited in the big. Surely going to a flop. Ooh, pretty good for both players. Jack 10 deuce, 2 clubs. Queen or club for Crazy Lizzie. Small bet, could play check raise, could play check call. Let's see the raise. There it is. King Jack. I wonder if we just get this in. What's going to happen? There's really only the Jack 10 2 pair. You wouldn't expect much Jack deuce, 10 deuce. Rebel Fish did find the fold. Would have been a huge flip, I think. Right around flipping. Random chew versus pass. I think we're gonna see a pot. Oh, just kidding. Random chew is using the raise from the small blind now. As I suppose Random chew can start to put more pressure on pass. As Rebel Fish and Marco start to dwindle with their stacks. Pass, getting nice and aggressive. Gonna keep putting the pressure on Crazy Lizzie, who has to fold the 6 and a 9. Random chew, 6-7 suited. Marco with Queen 10 suited on the button. Plays 3-bet. Nice to see. Should get a lot of respect here. I was wondering earlier if Random chew calls 3-bets with 6-7 suited. This would be a good time to see it. It's super cheap. 6-7 suited does come along. Top pair with the flush draw from Marco. An 8 would be pretty sweet. A 6 is pretty good for Random chew. Plenty of outs out there for Marco still. Spade or 10. Very small bet on the turn. Not surprised to see that at all. 7 of spades would be really rude. Deuce of hearts. Slow playing the flop. Doesn't this just feel like a call in Marco's shoes? On the final table of folding, Marco's going to find the fold. This is the final table of folding. 3-bet pre, so you're going to have the aces, kings, queens, maybe even jacks. 3-bet small. So the 10 isn't your most nutted hand. I wonder if you get 10s or 9s. Queen 10 does make the call in the end. Final table of folding has not yet taken place. So what in the heck is going to happen here that causes us to go another 2 hours? Crazy Lizzie with a set. He's going to need to face a silly check raise or something here. Just a big bet and we'll take it. Are we just going to trade chips around for a while or what? The heads up battle for 500k. That sure could go a while. I think we're just going to see a lot of great folds though. A lot of great folds incoming. If you're a fan of folding, hang on in there. Pass, ace 10. Or just checking it down. Random 2 makes a pair of 3s. Ooh, jacks for Rebel Fish. No action. Crazy Lizzie letting go of 4-3. 8-8 in the small. Rebel Fish with ace 9. Rebel Fish might find the fold. I don't know. We're going to see. 24 bigs. You don't really want to be wasting chips, but if you're going to flop top pair, you're going to hang in there. Certainly don't want to fold and see an ace on the flop in Rebel Fish's shoes. We're all playing our hands very sneakily. Small bet on the turn by Random Chew. No reason to fold for Rebel Fish. 10 on the river. I mean, Random Chew doesn't even put in the bet. Just looking to beat pairs of queens and maybe a worse ace-x. Pass with 3-3. Crazy Lizzie on the button with king queen off will come along. Random Chew, another ace 9 on the button, will just fold. See, what you didn't want to have happen is fold and you see an ace on the flop. Even though you're playing checks and you gotta play some calls. To be fair, pass probably has quite a few ace-x in their range. Crazy Lizzie's gonna have a lot of suited ace-x. Then some broadways. Pass will take a stab on the jack turn. Very small. Not gonna get a fold, but a 3 on the river. Are you serious? Pass running super hot. Maybe not super hot. But we'll steal this pot. And king queen blocking the straight. Hopefully you can find a fold. It does find the fold. Didn't have the time bank. That's an interesting situation. No time bank here for Crazy Lizzie. Whoa. Bad spot to have no time bank. Random Chew. Super wide. 9-2 suited. Gets that through. King 5 suited. Won't get through this time. Pass coming along. Queen Jack suited. Don't you dare put the clubs out there. 2 pair for Random Chew. Could start with a check. You just lock up the board so much. Gonna go check often. Pass takes a stab with the Queen Jack. 9 of clubs on the turn. Poker Stars is being rude, giving pass equity to fire away on. Could check back and see the river. 10 or club looks good for pass, but obviously clubs are no good. Alright, wave the white flag now. Pretty dang big pot, 57 million going Random Chew's way. And they do finally find themselves at 260 mil. Took them a while, not the way you expected, but Random Chew back in the lead. Very healthy. Quick math, he almost, what do you got, over half the chips in play? It's real close, right around half the chips in play for Random Chew. So yeah, there's only 200 big blinds left to play for. How are we gonna make this last a couple hours? What in the world? I don't know if this is possible, but the only other thing I thought that could happen is the tournament ends and then accidentally BCP left the video going on for an extra hour. You ever see that? Or they just accidentally extend a video an extra hour instead of ending it? It's like the credits already rolled. There's just a blank screen for an hour. I don't even know how you managed to do that, but people find a way. Threes will just take the jam here for 20 bigs. Random chew opening super wide. Ace 8. Not going to be a call, I don't think. Four-handed, it's interesting though. Makes sense random chew thinks about it. 8-9 suited passes this time round. And everybody passes when random chew has it, of course. That's really rude. Crazy Lizzie with the small pocket pair again. We'll just fold the button this time. Yeah, things are getting interesting now that Ribblefish is fallen right around 20 bigs. Crazy Lizzie, just with a slight advantage, is going to hang out for that 200k pay jump. I suppose that's why things could take forever. And like I don't know Ribblefish, but I know Crazy Lizzie. So imagine Crazy Lizzie knocks out Ribblefish somehow. Hanging out there with 40 bigs. A three-way battle between pass at 50, random chew it at like 100. And like Crazy Lizzie, if they're in there at 40 bigs, like it would be one hell of a battle. Lots of raising, lots of interesting calling and folding, checking. All of it takes place. Ribblefish though will get this pot here. Tie it on up with Crazy Lizzie. Ace 8. Won't get this through, but we'll flop a flush draw. And it's a king high board. Looks pretty good for a stab. Very, very small. Makes sense. You could go real big, you could go real small in that situation. And I don't know what makes you determine which is the right answer, but they both make sense in different scenarios. King and a 9 for Crazy Lizzie. 3 flush board. Plenty of straight draw looking. Nope, not straight draws, but backdoor straight draws. Plenty of backdoor straight draws. Random chew with the jack of diamonds. We'll just check back the turn. Pair of kings is still good. It's not super comfy. Oh, does still take a stab out there. Will you get called by the ace high? Nope. Still a nice pot for Crazy Lizzie. Nice little 3-bet there by pass. Get it through. Take another stab here with the ace and the 5 of hearts. Hello there.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not bad. Like what you see?
I was looking for funny names.
Random chew's kind of cool.
That's the only one that I really caught my eye.
Yeah.
I know it sucks.
What's up?
Got a letter saying I'm getting demerits
Oh no, that does suck.
from when I hit someone on my way to work last month, but it just sucks.
How many?
It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's like 4 or 5. Which is really unfortunate when there isn't. It's literally, whoop.
Dang nabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, random chew is 3 of a kind. No value. Holy shit, 3x overbet. Don't see that too often.
Unless you're me.
Yeah?
I don't know, I just do random things.
No, you don't do that. You don't do 3x overbets.
I feel kind of lucky. I'm gonna try to remember to do that now.
Yep. Put me in a pickle.
I'm gonna forget it as soon as I walk downstairs.
Yeah. What do you do with an ace and a 10? Blocking some flush draws. Putting ace 10 in a pickle. Ace 10 calls. Ace 10 on the river here. Thinking it over. Ace 10 will check and ace 10 will check. Chop pot. Crazy Lizzie with a suited 10 will limp it on in. Rebel Fish dominating them. But a little bit of pressure could take the pot here. Seems like Crazy Lizzie's the type to stab. Rebel Fish. Ace high, backdoor straight draw. We'll just let it go on the flop. Pass. Ace and a 7. Bumping it up. Queen 10 in the small folds. Interesting stuff. Eight, 5, 4 flop. 7, 10 of hearts leads. Ace 7 or ace 7 with a club. Oh, 10 on the turn. Random chew. Nice turn for you. 6 million to go. Plenty of straight draws, plenty of flush draws out there. 3 on the river. Ace deuce makes a straight. 6, 7 was already a straight. I like to check from the pair of 10s. Good call down hand here. Pass won't fire, but still a nice pot by random chew. Pocket 9's in the big. Facing a raise. Makes the call. Ace Jack 10 flop. Pretty bad for the 9s. Random chew is checking though. Potentially could have a Jack of 10 flush draw. King of queen that might want to call. 4 clubs on the turn. 9's still good. 9's hold. Random chew's not going to fight for it. Pass up to 109 bigs and gets aces. Has been putting in the 3 bets. Random chew, queen 10. It ain't suited. What do? Let it go. Moving along. Crazy Lizzie limping in again with the suited bullshit. Rebel Fish again with a high card. Puts in the raise this time. Crazy Lizzie folds. Blind on blind. Rebel Fish just folds 8-6. And also has a Jack and a 10. We'll just lay it down. Alright. Money sure means a lot here. I'm just used to seeing people fire away. Pass with a pair of kings. Another raise pre-flop from random chew. Continues to put the pressure on. Ace high board looks pretty good. 10 on the turn. Both players blocking the straight. Don't think a pair of kings will fold just quite yet. Another small bet. Queen on the river. Pass makes Broadway. Random chew. Blocks 2 pairs on the river. Could always fire again. Could just check fold too. Check fold seems like the play. Just 50 million chips out there. That's very tempting to fire. You do beat some heart draws. Would a 5 turn itself into a bluff? Maybe 10-9 of hearts? That's a little too ambitious to think about. Random chew will fold the queen. Uh-oh, Crazy Lizzie. I think this is a jam. Hopefully you find the call. There's the all in. Pocket nines quickly call. 3 on the flop. No spade. Sweat it out. Ooh. All right. So random choose not running great. But Crazy Lizzie smacks the 3 on the flop. Up to 34 bigs. I'm going to put in the 3 bet here too. Another all in. See a couple folds. Crazy Lizzie. Up to 37 bigs. I sure hope the video doesn't just frickin' end on me. I wonder where are we at. A little bit over halfway. I think I'm gonna have to quickly pause it just to make sure it doesn't get ruined here. We'll see a 3 bet pot here from the ace deuce first and a quick fold. I'll just pause it there, quickly end it, and be back in 2 seconds.